A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a second and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a
I went deaf on it. Ever since you left me, more money, more cars, more shows. Ever since you left me, more diamonds, more gold, more motion, more. I went deaf on it. I went deaf on it. All I need is one night.
You gon' have to splurge on it.
All I need is one night.
Whip in a purse.
I went deaf on it. Yes, my, yes, I, fiesta. Drop top G-Wagons, we don't.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings.
Will
Tirico, Greg Olson with you here in Minneapolis. The place is rocking. Packers, Vikings, a divisional matchup to start the 2026 season. And he'll get this up past the 20, but that's it. Good way to start the game for the special teams. And the offense has a long field on drive one. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Not a bad way to start week one. That's a gain of 17.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
On first down, it's Love. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Packers.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Packers.
From the gun, it's Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Offense rolling right along in this drive. Another 1st and 10. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. In motion, Reed. On play action, Love. On the run, and they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes. Dallas Turner. He's into the sack column early in the season. A sack on this opening drive. That'll bring up 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. The Packers going to call out the field goal unit. This a 44-yard attempt. His kick is good. And the Packers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And nothing to it. Here's a kicker who obviously highly decorated in college, one of the top rookies available. He's now 1 for 1 in his NFL career. He gets the first one up and good.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Ray going to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's Damon Claiborne. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it is Claiborne. And he looks past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it
3rd and 2. Here we go. Looks like a design run here with Fields. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
They'll have it 1st and 10.
The Vikings first down. Here we go. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. That's to Gray, open on the left side. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Packers' 32-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Fields now. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a 1st down.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Fields going to look to run this himself. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Damon Claiborne. Touchdown, Minnesota. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game.
Extra point.
Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings move out to a 7-3 lead. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. He's to midfield. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 93 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense. You watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown. And you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no. Offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
An extra point attempt to follow. He gets it to go, and the Packers are on top. It's now 10-7. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 10-7 is the score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment.
Trey Smack to kick off for Green Bay.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ray going to return it. Past midfield. Look at him go. And he's going to take this all the way back. 91 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Riker now to add the extra point. It's up and through. The Vikings are on top. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Out to his right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll run with Jacobs. And nothing doing here. Will be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 33 yards. In motion, Reed. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Going in the wrong direction. Now second and goal from the 12. Packers going to use their final timeout now. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Now Love. This one is caught by Reed. And that's going to move them closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes third and goal.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones. A bit of a curious call there, Mike, on third and goal from this far out. You thought they would have turned to their passing game. They tried to catch the defense sleeping and keep it on the ground. Great job by the defense being ready for everything. Not only do they stop them, they take them back for a loss.
A 24-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers are back within a point. It's 14-13.
Trey Smack to kick off for Green Bay.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Fields now to throw on first down. He connects with Gray on that one. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Green 19, West right, zip.
Fields to throw. That is over the middle and intercepted. And the Packers will take over at their own 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Love to throw. That's to Kraft, the tight end downfield. And he's taken down up past the 35. A gain of 24 through the air. Good for a Green Bay first down. Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. That is brought in. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. Love to throw it on first down. Forced out wide. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On second down, Jacobs. Nice run here on second down, inside the 5, with more options now available for third and goal.
On the play. And it's third down.
Ready. Here we go.
And motion, it's Golden. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. Powering forward. He's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Yeah, throughout his entire career, this has really been the strength of his game. He's got the body type. He kind of looks like a bowling ball down there close near the end zone. And even if you don't get all the defenders blocked, he kind of turns into his own lead blocker, Mike. And you get down here close. It's a tall task for any defense, keeping Jacobs out of the end zone.
And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No two-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here is Claiborne, finding room across midfield. They're going to have it first and goal. He'll be out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. That gains an even 60 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
This a design run with Fields. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
No gain on
You
the
could
play.
see the quarterback,
Leads
once he
to
got the
second
snap,
and goal
he was looking
at
for
the
any
5-yard
seam,
line.
any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Out wide, here's Jefferson.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Will Riker down, on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings will up it to a 2-point lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1.
Jalen Redmond off the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9. At the
It is 2nd and 9. Here's Love. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Vikings take over.
Green 19, green 19, right. Delta, Delta, west, right, zip.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Here we go. 222, 11, 11, 11. Hey, Ken. Right.
A 1st down throw for Fields. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
2nd down. It's Fields. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This a 31-yard attempt. Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Ray gonna return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
First down. Fields. You let this go. Deep for Jefferson. And that is incomplete. As intended for Justin Jefferson.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down. Javon Hargrave. He works his way in and a big milestone sack, number 50 in his career. Fields from the gun on 3rd down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
On is Hecker now. The terrific punter sends it away. This returnable from inside his own 40. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Good play action with Love. Exiting the pocket right. He brought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Jalen Redmond working his way in to register his first sack of the new season. A second down throw for Love. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
Not fun here. Third and a lot. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Vikings take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Green 19, that's 35.
A handoff. Here is Claiborne. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's
From the 43, here's second and 5.
Don't jump, ready? Back to instruction. Right.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll get it into the hands of Jamond Claiborne. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
Off the play action, here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. Here's first and 10.
Easy, 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 easy. 331, 331. Hey, extend.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, it's Love. Plus to his right. Now he takes off. And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive, getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
So, from the 37, here's second and 9. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. The rookie from Florida in on the tackle. Tough one to pick up here. Third down and 9. Here's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, Packers.
Bit of a risky decision there to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, but that's why it's so important that these guys can be active as runners after the catch. It's become a big part of NFL football, and a great example why here.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Dallas Turner starting the season with a bang. His second sack in the season opener. 2nd and long coming up. To throw is Love. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Now Strong. He's got space inside the 25. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. Off the play fake. Here's Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass. So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Love to throw. Flush to his right. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football back as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Now a run to begin the 4th quarter on 1st and 10. He's to the 40. Inside the 10. And he will dive into the end zone. 94 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his 2nd touchdown here in Week 1. Reichard, good with the extra point. The Vikings will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This will be taken in at the 2. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right, and somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. Wants to that first contact. Going to bring up 2nd down.
1 yard gain.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender lining his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 9 yards to go.
Now Love. Rolling right. He'll try and get there on the ground. Defense there to contain the scramble. They stop him well short of the first down marker.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll go for it. Love. That one caught. He finds Golden. And he's going to have the Packers first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
And the Packer first down.
Here's Love to throw. Right back to Golden. He's got it again. And he will score. Game on. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Packers. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
The Packers will set up
Love.
for the two-point
That's
conversion.
pulled in. And they're able to tack off the two-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. Green 19, just
They go play action with Fields. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. As intended for Justin Jefferson. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Claiborne. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Minnesota.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
easy. Hey,
Play action now for Fields. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
On second down, they're going to run the option here to the right. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he's got another one. Come on, Claiborne. Touchdown, Vikings. It's a debut for the ages, paying immediate dividends. 3 touchdowns in the season opener. And now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Vikings will line up for the two-point conversion.
He's going to try to do it himself. And he will get into the end zone and put the lead up by 2 more.
The score, Vikings 39, Packers 27.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
throw on 1st and 10. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane close quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Love. He's going to take a shot downfield. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked up by Isaiah Rodgers.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Making the read, this is Fields. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and a nice job right there. I mean, makes the right read, pulls the ball, and turns himself into the runner. And I really like the way he covers himself up at the end, gets good yardage, and avoids the big hit.
Here's Fields, choosing to keep this one. And this will wind up a Vikings 1st down, as good running gets him to about the 44.
10 yards. And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 1st down, 10 yards to go.
Here we go, son. 222, 222.
A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A run, and here's Claiborne. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Fields going to hang on to this one. Right back to the fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Now 3rd and
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That's hard. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Reichert now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings are able to extend the lead.
46.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter.